Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. My name is Melody. This is Merlin, the big puppy, and this is Arlo. And today we're doing a super relaxing yoga class. So come on down to your mats, or you want some biscuits, yes, you can have them. Come down to your mat. Have a Harry Potter book or block or something to go under your lower back for a little bit later on in the class, and we'll get started. So come into seated. Now, if sitting cross-legged is tough for you, you can extend one leg. So find what works. You might also have a cushion underneath your tailbone just to find length in the spine. But what we're going to do is find as much length as we can, really grow tall on our inhale. And then exhale, we're just going to lean forward. Close down our eyes, let our forehead come towards the earth, and we're just going to breathe. Inhale, fill the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, feel the whole body fill up, and just let everything go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If this is your first time to a relaxing yin style yoga class, welcome. Yin is a style of yoga where we hold poses for 1 to 3 minutes or more. So it's the opposite of our more fast, energetic flows. It's a time for us to relax, let go of any tension, and be still. So with each passing breath, start to focus on the act of surrender. Softening tension in the muscles hanging on to the bones. Relax the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the tongue. Relax the eyebrows, the eye sockets, the eyes. And just let everything start to release. Practice that with each passing breath. Inhale, filling up the body with new, beautiful energy. And exhale, allowing ourselves to surrender and let go. Notice what's going on in your hips, your legs, your lower back. And you start to soften. You might feel that you can sink a little deeper. Fold that little millimeter more. As the body starts to recognize that it's in a safe place because we're not moving heaps, we're not fidgeting. So keep on focusing on that breath. Rise and fall. Inhale, fill the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, letting go. When you're ready, we're gently going to super slowly roll ourselves up. No tension, no energy here, just take our time. Coming up back into a seated position. And now if you had one foot extended or one foot in front of you, just swap that foot. Bring it to the back or bring it in and extend the other leg. I'm going to find the length here on our inhale. Just grow tall for a moment. Feel the space in the body. Feel that space where the air can kind of fill up. And then exhale, just let gravity take us. And fold forward again. Now your fold forward might look very different to mine. You might have a leg extended. You might just be leaning forward a millimeter and really feeling it in this hip where this foot is in front. And that is perfect. You don't need to look like my posture to get the benefit of this pose or this class. This is your practice and I'm merely the guide. So meet your body where it's at with each breath. Fill up the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, and exhale, just focus and softening. Start to get curious. Notice the differences side to side here. You'll notice that one side will be always slightly different to the other. And that is completely normal and natural. You just see what's going on. Are there any niggles, any little kind of barbs or bits of tension? Is it stiffer or more flexible? Just check. And then exhale, melt any tension that you find in the body further into the earth below. Keeping that breath deep and full. To help with your concentration, you might also like to count the breath, creating a Raja Pranayama or royal yogic breath. So inhale, notice how many counts your breath comes in for. Doesn't matter, it can be 2, it can be 20. And exhale, see if you can make it just as long. So inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, all feet, 3 chambers, big, beautiful breath. And exhale, let all the air go out of the collarbones, the ribs, and the belly. Creating a beautiful, even, slow breath here, bringing all the oxygen in and letting it go. Signaling to the body that it's okay to relax, it's okay to release, it's okay to surrender. And just any tension in the neck and the shoulders, the hips and glutes. And feel yourself sink a little deeper once more. Keeping to that count of the breath. Rise and fall. And ready, gently lift the forehead. Make your way up. Take your time. So nice. And we're gently going to come over onto all fours. So really take our time here. Moving nice and gently. And you might have some cushions or a towel underneath your knees if they're a little bit sensitive. We're going to walk our way into our melting heart or puppy pose. Now, our forehead is going to come onto the ground here. If that's not quite accessible to you, if your body's like, not really feeling that, just place a block or a pillow underneath your forehead. So when you walk your hands forward, the forehead comes onto it just like a little bit of a cushion. So the hips and knees are aligned, but other than that, the body can just do its thing. Focusing on softening, releasing, and letting go. Notice what sensations come up for you here. It's a really nice melting, or it's called melting heart pose. It's a really nice heart opener. So you'll really get into that whole front body. Pecs, all the muscles around your chest and shoulders. And that's a place that we don't open up very often. If we're sitting at a computer all day or driving, we tend to close off our heart space kind of around our shoulders to try and protect it. So it's a beautiful counterbalance to all of that sitting, all of that texting, all of that kind of being on our phone or laptop with bad posture. And it can feel quite vulnerable to open up your heart. Opening up this space to create space physically, to create space in the muscles, and the joints. Also create space emotionally. We often protect our heart, kind of curl up into that ball because we want to protect ourselves. We've been hurt before. Allowing us to open up this space physically where we hold a lot of tension kind of allows us to open up emotionally and kind of bring to the surface what we might be scared of, what makes us afraid, allows us to see it in the light of day, allows us to accept it, move past it, and move on. So imagine you're bringing new light, new space and air into your heart space with each inhale. And exhale, we're letting go of the old, letting go of those fears, letting them flow away. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling your heart, if it is heavy, getting lighter with each breath. Notice how you can kind of open up your heart a little bit further, the shoulders melt down the back a little bit more. Already, we're super gently, with lots of patience and love here, walking our hands in towards our shoulders and coming on up, feeling this kind of rush of energy into that space. You might just like to rock gently side to side here just for a moment. Before we come into our thread the needle pose. So we're just going to place weight into our right hand, nothing fancy. We're going to flip our left palm and just slide it underneath that right armpit. Get the left shoulder down, left ear down, and we're just kind of chilling out here, relaxing the shoulder. So beautiful spinal twist. So we've opened up that heart space now. Now we're getting range of motion into the thoracic spine, that upper back. So really kind of revolve here. Send this right hand, you can just place it on the ground, or you might reach it forward towards the front of the mat. Close down your eyes and just breathe. Relax any tension in the shoulders, in the palms, and the hips and glutes. And just notice the inhale, notice the ribs expanding, and the softening, letting go. Take your time. There's no need to rush into this posture because we're going to be here for a little while. Notice the sensations of each of the ribs connected to our spine. Feel them expanding, the joints moving on our inhale, creating space in that back body. And exhale, just release, softening. Notice any sensations that come up for you here, any niggles, any differences. And just with one more breath, release. And already walk that right hand in. Very gently, just make our way up. And all fours, take our time. We're not going anywhere quickly in this class today. We're going to flip our right palm, you got it, over to the left. Ear down, shoulder down, and this hand can just slide forward and release. I'm just going to, the block's right in front of me, so I'm even going to just place it on that block there. And just notice that expansion and softening in the ribs. Expansion and softening in that whole back body as we just release and let go. Feel the expansion or movement in the ribs, connecting to the spine on our inhale. Exhale, just let them be. When you're ready, walk this hand back in, plant it down, come on up. And we're gently going to make our way onto our back. So just send the hips to the sides, scoot the legs around. This is where our block is going to come into handy. You cannot see it, but Bella is doing zoomies around the grass. We're going to have our block near our hips, so just place it next to our hips as we roll on down. Our feet are going to come in towards our hips, our knees face the sky, and we're just going to press into our big toes, just a little bit of effort here to lift our hips up and place the block underneath our sacrum. So that's that place between the tailbone and the lower back. It's kind of like a bony fused bit of our spine here where it's nice and safe. So you might move it around a few times and you choose what level you like. So I'm on the lowest level on my block here, or you can take the mid-level. You can take the highest level. So find what works for you and your back. Everyone's back and kind of spine is different. And your body might not like back bends. I know mine did not like back bends for a very long time. But find your edge. That place where we're uncomfortable, but we can kind of sit into it. A place where we can breathe. Shut down the eyes, relax the knees, relax the glutes, relax the jaw. Hello, baby, and breathe. This is another big part where we hold a lot of emotional tension in our hips. Our heart and our hips and our shoulders are the places that kind of tense up whenever we're stressed or sad or angry or confused. So we're going to open up this space physically, a beautiful opening up of that lower back. We often kind of curve it in, compress our spine with sitting all day at our desk. So this is a beautiful counteract to that, getting space in between each of our lumbar vertebrae. But it also allows us to open up tension emotionally. So if you feel something coming up emotionally here, sit with it. Focus on that inhale and exhale and that surrendering and letting go. Bringing in new energy and light and space into this area on our inhale. Imagine white light space, our hips becoming lighter and brighter and softer. And exhale, releasing all of the old. Think a little deeper, get curious. This is the differences side to side, what's coming up for you. And see if you can soften all of the body once more. The knees might flop out to the side once you relax the thighs, the calves, the belly just might push out a little bit. There's no tension in our core, no tension in our shoulders, in our jaw, in our arms. Just allow ourselves to just surrender to the moment in stillness. Find your edge. I'm going to be here for a little while longer, so if this is feeling a little intense for you, take a lower setting. And when we're ready, we're gently going to bring our knees, and if they have flopped out to the side, put a little bit of weight into the soles of the feet, those big toes, lift those hips up a little higher, point them to the sky, and then peel yourself, roll your spine down vertebra by vertebra onto the mat. Feel that lower back connect, and it'll feel a little strange, especially if you haven't done many back bends. Bring the knees in together, the feet out wide. And when we're ready, in your own time, we're going to come into Savasana. No kisses. Hello, Papa. Send one leg long and then the other. Just allow yourself to really release. Palms can face up. Feet flop out to the side as all tension just melts out of your body and into the earth below. Finding a place of deep stillness where we can really rejuvenate the body. Bringing in that beautiful new energy, that light. And exhale, giving ourselves the space to surrender and let go. When you're ready, reach your arms up above your head. Reach your toes towards the back of the room, the fingers towards the front of the room. Really send them in opposite directions. Reach, get as much length in the body as you can. And just start to bring a little bit of movement. So wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes, roll the wrists and ankles. Then shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Just bring a little bit of movement into the body. We just really release. Roll over onto a side that suits you. Taking your time here. Using your arm as a pillow. And when we're ready, we're gently going to make ourselves up, or make our way up into a seated position to finish today's class. Place our hands on our knees. And take one last deep inhale, filling the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. Feel the whole body bring in new energy. And exhale, surrender and let go. We'll gently bring our hands to heart center, bow here, and just saying thank you for stepping on our mat today. Thank yourself for slowing down, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to open up, to soften and let go. And we hope to see you back on this jetty and back on the mat soon. Namaste.